Congratulations, Coach Sweeney, and a very good football team. Boy, very athletic football team, big. You realize how big they are until you're standing down there next to them. But they do a great job over there, and congrats to them. I thought our kids played extremely hard, continue to fight. I think they're a bunch of fighters in that room, right, Georgie? And the thing I love about this team is we stay true to who we are, and that's a team that'll continue to play to the last whistle. And disappointed in the loss, but proud of the fact the kids played extremely hard. I'd like also to thank all the folks from the 10th Mountain Division up at Fort Drum who spent good time with us. Speaking to the team last night, Captain Greg Durso had a great message for us, as well as Shane, Sergeant First Class Shane Hankey. Just great men. Seen a lot of ugly things, so we could sit here and talk about a football game. And love those guys, love them to death. And just really appreciative of what they've done with our kids, right, Georgie? So with that being said, obviously difficult situation. Can't spot #1 team in the country, 14 points in the first 2 minutes of the game. And we're disappointed with that. And once we washed that off ourselves, I thought our kids played extremely hard, but we played effective football. I thought our offense did a nice job keeping Clemson guessing, especially in the option game, the triple and double option game. Missed a couple deep throws that could have really given us a push there, but a very good job by our kids and coaches. Second half defense played extremely well. Good turnover ratio. By the end of the game, we ended up +2, I believe, right? Finished at +2. Usually when you're +2, you find a way to win that game. Unfortunately, we came up short. Everybody's going to be back for a long time around here. These kids are learning how to play football. Cordell Hudson felt terrible about giving up the first one, but he played a sensational game after that. I think he had 8 solos. The TFL was in the hip pocket of one of the best wide receivers in the country on some deep and double move balls. So I see great progress being made. I see good progress being made on the perimeter with our young corners, fighting to get off some big guys that are big and seasoned veterans. So there's a lot of good there from my point of view. Just look forward to getting back, getting a game plan ready to go down to NC State and get after them. With that, any questions?
Please raise your hand and we'll bring a microphone to you. We'll start in the back.
Sorry, Coach. Like you said, take away the first 2 minutes and you beat the #1 team in the country. So does that make you feel better or worse?
Well, I like the way the kids played. We're trying to just get better all the time, and they did get better throughout the course of the game. So a hard one to swallow because, we were in a position that we could play and beat this team. We talked about if we can get it to a 7-point game, our crowd would help us. And I felt we got to that point, 7-point game in the fourth quarter. And I appreciate the fans that came out. Appreciate the fans that continue to come out and support my players. We got good kids that do things right, so I appreciate that. Just came up short, unfortunately. Needed another stop there or another play there in the fourth quarter to get it done. We were close. I like the call Coach made there at the end. Obviously we got a flag on it. They called, I guess they called holding on it. So.
Matt,
Can't comment on that, I guess.
is there any update on Jordan Fredericks, and how do you think George did in his spot?
I think George is a very good football player. He did a kick-ass job out there, George. I'm proud of you, man. George has done a good job being a team player. It's not easy when you go into the season hoping to be the man, and then you have to take a backseat to a young guy a little bit. And I've been proud of the way George has handled that as a young man. Jordan will be okay. We'll get a good check on his injury here. When I get away from you guys. But he seemed in good spirits when I talked to him after the game. Just sling on. So.
Sam on the left.
What did you see from Zach, I guess, and how much of that game against LSU kind of helped him, prepare to face a team like Clemson?
Sure, yeah. I think he did a good job. I felt frustrated and mad and also sad at the same time on the one fumble early. We had a triple situation. He dug it down in there on the dive play, and he probably stuck it in there a little too long, and then he made the right read to pull it out and try to hit the perimeter, and the ball came out. So I know that one's beating us up, but He did a great job, don't you guys think? I mean, made some good plays with his feet running around, made some good checks. You know, I mean, for him, he's living the dream just like all of us, and very pleased and proud of him. He's a great kid, and I'm glad he's on our football team.